I found the texts on a Tuesday night, and my world shattered like glass under a hammer. It wasn't just a message or two. It was a whole conversation. A hidden life my wife Emily had been living right under my nose. "I'm just waiting for his inheritance, then I'm yours," she'd written to her ex, Jason. Those words burned into my brain, each syllable a fresh stab to the chest. I sat there, phone in hand, staring at the screen until my eyes blurred, wondering how the woman I'd loved for 8 years could be someone I didn't know at all. Let me back up. I'm Tom, just a regular guy, 34, working as a high school math teacher in a small town. Emily and I met in college, back when we were both broke, dreaming big, and laughing over cheap coffee in the campus diner. She was vibrant, with this contagious smile that made you feel like you were the only person in the room. We got married 5 years ago, bought a little house with a sagging porch and filled it with plans. Kids someday, maybe a dog, summer trips to the coast. Life wasn't perfect, but it was ours. Or so I thought. The first hint something was off came about 6 months ago. Emily started staying late at her marketing job, saying they were swamped with the new campaign. I didn't question it, why would I? She'd always been ambitious, and I was proud of her hustle. But then there were the little things. She'd get jumpy when her phone buzzed, snatching it up before I could even glance at the screen. She started wearing perfume again, the kind she hadn't touched since our dating days. Once I caught her smiling at her phone in the kitchen, a soft, private smile I hadn't seen in years. When I asked who she was texting, she laughed it off, saying, "Just a work friend, Tom, relax." Her voice was light, but her eyes darted away. I'm not the jealous type. Never have been. But those moments started piling up, like pebbles in a jar, until I couldn't ignore the weight. I tried talking to her, asking if she was okay, if we were okay. "Of course we are," she'd say, kissing my cheek, her hands cold against my skin. But her answers felt rehearsed, like lines from a script she'd memorized. I started waking up at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why I felt like a stranger in my own marriage. Then came that Tuesday. Emily was in the shower, and her phone was on the kitchen counter, buzzing like it was alive. I don't know why I picked it up, call it a gut feeling, call it stupidity. Her lock screen was a photo of us from our honeymoon, smiling on a beach, and for a second I hesitated. But the phone buzzed again and I saw the name Jason. Her ex from college, the guy she dated before me, the one she swore she hadn't spoken to in years. I typed in her passcode, our anniversary 0520, and there it was, a thread that stretched back months. I scrolled, my heart pounding so loud I thought it'd wake the neighbors. "Miss you," she'd written. "He's clueless," she'd said. And then the one that stopped me cold. "I'm just waiting for his inheritance, then I'm yours." My dad had passed a year ago, leaving me a chunk of money we hadn't touched yet. Money we were saving for a bigger house, maybe a family. She knew about it, knew it was coming soon once the estate cleared. And here she was, plotting with Jason like I was just a stepping stone to her real future. I don't know how long I stood there, rereading those words, each one carving a deeper wound. The shower stopped and I heard her humming, oblivious. Part of me wanted to smash the phone, to scream, to demand answers. But I just stood there, frozen, until she walked into the kitchen, towel wrapped around her, hair dripping. "Hey babe, what's for dinner?" she asked, all casual, like she hadn't just ripped my life apart. I held up the phone, my hand shaking. "Care to explain this, Emily?" My voice was low, barely controlled. Her face went pale, like she'd seen a ghost. "Tom, how did you?" she stammered, reaching for the phone, but I pulled it back. "Don't," I said. "Just tell me. Are you really waiting for my dad's money so you can run off with him?" She opened her mouth, then closed it like a fish gasping for air. "It's not what you think," she finally said, but her voice was thin, unconvincing. "Not what I think." I laughed, a bitter sound that didn't feel like mine. "You told him you're biding your time with me. You told him you miss him. What part of that isn't what I think?" She sank into a chair, covering her face with her hands. "I was just venting," she said. "Jason and we've been talking, yeah, but it's not serious. I was upset, Tom. Things haven't been great with us, you know that." Her words felt like a slap. Things hadn't been great? Sure, we'd had our fights, our quiet nights, but I thought that was just life. I thought we were in it together. "Venting," I said, my voice rising. "You call planning to leave me for my money venting?" She started crying then, big, messy sobs, but they didn't move me. I felt empty, like someone had scooped out everything inside me. I loved you, I said, and my voice broke. I gave you everything I had. She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. Tom, please, she whispered. I didn't mean it. I swear. But I was done listening. I grabbed my keys and walked out, the door slamming behind me. I drove for hours, no destination, just me and the ache in my chest, replaying every moment of our life together, wondering which parts were real. It's been 3 months now. I moved out, got a small apartment near the school. Emily's tried calling, texting, begging to talk, but I can't. Not yet. Maybe not ever. The inheritance came through last week, and I donated half of it to a local charity for kids, just to make sure she'd never touch it. It felt good, like reclaiming a piece of myself. I don't know what happens next. Some days I miss her so much it hurts to breathe. Other days I'm just angry. At her, at myself for not seeing it sooner. But mostly I'm learning to live with the truth. The woman I loved was a story I told myself, and the real ending is still unwritten. I'm trying to find peace in that, one day at a time. But those texts, they'll haunt me forever. A reminder that even the people you trust most can hide a knife behind their smile.